Hi, you all, and welcome to my channel, Overcoming Gluttony. My name is Alicia. I used to weigh 327 pounds. I currently weigh 252 pounds, and I've successfully kept my weight off since July of 2020. I vlog daily, plus every week I show you what I've meal prepped and all of the food that I have in my household, all of it. And we also grow microgreens together. So today we're going to talk about overloaded. Raise your hand if you are overloaded. I'm overloaded. And interestingly, over the past month or 2 months or so, I have been naturally getting rid of things that have been causing me too much stress. And what I mean by naturally is I didn't have to have a nervous breakdown before I got rid of the item. I've just been like, you know what? I can't deal with you. You got to go out of my life. You got to go. Some of the things, and that's what I mean by naturally, just like, hey, you're stressing me out a little bit too much, so I need to get you out. As opposed to sitting and wondering, why have I been so agitated? Why have I been so irritated? Why haven't I been getting enough sleep? What's been going on? I just kind of naturally recognized certain things that were taking up my time, but I no longer had a huge priority for. Maybe at one time in my life I had a priority for those things, but now you're stressing me out and you have to go. So I'll share with you some things that I removed from my life in order to help alleviate the circumstance of me being overloaded. I got rid of maybe 5 plants. I used to have up to 18 plants, maybe like 27 if you count each cacti that I have in my cacti garden. So I had a lot of plants. I got rid of 2 plants that I had in my living room. They were mother-in-law's tongue or snake plants. And I did donate them. I gave them to other people. I got rid of about 3 plants in my bedroom at least. One was a huge, long, beautiful, lush pothos. Another plant was a philodendron, as if you know what all these plants are, as if you are a plant person. But yeah, and also one succulent. So those plants, I didn't want to watch them die. I tried to fight for one of them to continue to live. It can live. It's just it was going to require more effort from me. For example, in order for my pothos to continue to do better, I would need to keep my plant lamp on it at night for a few more hours. But I wasn't willing to do that because I would need to either put the plant lamp on the pothos where it is, which my eyes can see, which will then cause a light to interfere with my sleep, or I'd have to take the extra step during my nighttime routine to move the pothos and remove the plant and move the plant and then put my plant lamp onto the pothos. I was not willing to dedicate that time. Why? Even though I really like my plants, I know in the future I can hopefully buy more plants and regrow them big and lush. But right now, this plant, I'm feeling overloaded. I got to get rid of you. Same thing with my mother-in-law snake plants. They were requiring more attention than what they usually do. And so I decided to give them to other people. Other areas where I have said, where I have decided not to pursue investing my time is my boss asked me, hey, I would really like you to be a lead for me, meaning she'd like me to step up into a leadership role. I think I will decline that. I'm hoping to decline that. I'm hoping that it won't be a hassle and fight for me to decline that role. And I'm hoping that as I decline that role, I will really decline it, meaning, okay, I can decline the role but still do the work. I'm hoping that I won't do the extra work and then I'll just be able to say, no, I don't want to leave the meeting. No, I don't want to, ... So, yeah. And other areas that I have cut off is I'm not being as forthgoing with new coworkers as far as assisting them and growing and developing in their position unless they ask me to. I'm not going to volunteer myself unless they ask me to. Then I will gladly volunteer myself, but I just won't put myself out there. And there are some other areas that I've cut out my life within the past few months. I've limited these things in my life so that I won't feel so overloaded. When I make gifts, when I give somebody a gift, it is very elaborate. And I'm talking about custom painting. I tried to do welding with metal objects and I just go above and beyond when I give somebody a gift. Now, what I'll be doing is saving I have a bunch of spaghetti sauce jars. Don't laugh at me, don't laugh, don't judge. You haven't heard the full story yet. I have a bunch of old spaghetti sauce jars and old fettuccine jars and mason jars. I will be putting some organic nuts, organic dates, and some Ziploc bags, like skinny, long Ziploc bags, putting them in those jars, tying a bow around it, and putting a thank you note on it. That is my gift. Yes, that is how I will be saving time and money because, I'm feeling really overloaded. There are other areas in my life where I could change and I can make things better, but it will cost me money, and I'm trying to budget my money, so I don't want to do that. Another area where I have cut corners or made things easier for me in order to prevent myself from feeling overloaded is my meals. I prefer freedom over fanciness. If you watch my weekly meal prep vlogs, you'll see my meals, they're enhancing, they're getting prettier, but they're pretty basic, and a lot of times I'm eating the same thing just in a different format. So that's okay with me. I'm happy with that. I'm not disgruntled with my meals. I like them. I'm finding more simplistic ways to make them more enhanced. But I am not about to have a kitchen full of dirty dishes and pots and pans and trying to do some masterpiece design for my meal prep meals. No. This is how I'm preventing my life from being overloaded. Now, am I 100% overloaded yet? No. Some other things need to change, and I'm working on those things. Like, for example, it takes me a long time to get to work. I need to work on my book that I'm writing. I need to start making better thumbnails for this YouTube channel. And, other things that I need to do and tighten up on. I need to put together my trampoline. What else can I say? Other things that need to get done. I need to develop a better cleaning schedule. So, yeah, I need to buy new sheets and pillowcases, So it's just life stuff. But I'm giving you examples of where I found ways things that I can cut out in my life and not feel guilt-free and not feel like, oh, that was too harsh of a cut, too much slashing going on. So if you are feeling overloaded, try to identify areas in your life where you can save yourself more time and stress. Maybe your hairstyles are a bit elaborate. Maybe you can go natural, not spend the time on the makeup and all that stuff. Maybe you can stop being such a help to your family. Stop jumping in to try to help save them and fix their problems and let their problems be their problems. Find ways where you can cut out being overloaded. I'd like to report to you that I have been successful with my 2023 health goals. I did walk for an hour plus My breakfast consisted of 60 ounces of water and 4 servings of raw vegetables, plus some other things, but I made sure I got those in, and I'm successfully completing my goals at 96% of the time. I watched a video that I recorded. This video is number 132, and I watched video number, I think it was 97. So that's about 35 videos. So that was about a month ago. And I noticed in that video or that vlog, my stomach protruded out a lot more, and these little things were whiter. So I'm noticing, results outside of just seeing the numbers on the scale go down and seeing my inches go down. I'm noticing it more in my physique too. So I would like to read to you a poem that I wrote. It's titled, "It Doesn't Bother Me." It doesn't bother me. No, not at all. I won't be confounded or in dismay. Wicked spirits are settled in the church, leading the unwatchful and complacent astray. I will still rejoice and sing, for I know my God is true. I'll still offer praises to your name for all the wonderful things you'll do. I'm not interested in being distracted by seeking the vanities of this world. I'd rather stay nestled in your arms, tender, comfortable, and curled. I'm not afraid of demons, and they will not take over my church. I trust in you, King Jesus, and for your miraculous doings I'll search. Ancient of Days, my true King, I will trust in you. I laugh, I rejoice, I giggle, anticipating the fantastic things you'll do. Thank you for raising me up to pray and to intercede, triumphantly shattering chains of bondage so my fellow brethren will be freed. I love you, dear King. Thank you for giving me the power to live life abundant and rejoicing. Live life focused on you. So thank you so very much for your time. I will see you all again tomorrow, and we will be talking about seeking yourself. Seeking yourself. Thanks and goodbye.